Ya Rasulallah, Assalamu alayka ya Habibi, Ya Nabi Allah, Assalamu alayka ya Rasulallah, Assalamu alayka ya Habibi, Ya Nabi Allah, Ya Rasulallah.
As Muslims all over the world face Qiblah for prayers, so do all schools focus on Qiblah schools to emulate beautiful innovations. Our nursery and primary schools enjoy good teaching aid facilities as our team of qualified and committed teachers leave no stone unturned, ranging from academics to moral and religious teachings. Qiblah High School as well is a place to be with spacious playground, very conducive learning environment, library, ICT and indoor games rooms are not only well stocked but also equipped with state-of-the-art facilities. Our students perform brilliantly well at all external examinations as well as various core and extracurricular activities. Qiblah schools, comprising of preparatory and high schools, is at plot 2 to 5 Ibadan Southwest Multipurpose Scheme at Leshiloye, Ibadan. Telephone 0805-272-5253 or 0803-313-2027. Qiblah schools, we set the pace.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه والتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise and adoration is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of incomparable majesty. We thank Him, we adore Him, we glorify His name. We testify to His oneness, that He has no associate, He has no partner. He alone we worship and He alone we ask for help. We equally testify to the messengership and prophet to the Holy Prophet Muhammad. May the peace and benediction of Allah be upon His noble soul, His household, His companions, and the unity of Muslims till the day of accountability. You are welcome to your favorite program, Message from Qiblah, sponsored by Qiblah Schools, Leshiloye, Ibadan. Today, inshallah, we want to discuss Husn al-Khalq, that is, good conduct. Islam addresses all facets of human endeavor, particularly what can make someone to be a perfect servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is why when it comes to Aqidah, Islam explains the correct Aqidah, the correct creed, what we should uphold in terms of belief, what should be our watchword in terms of faith. How do we believe in Allah such that the belief will be a sincere one? Islam explains that to us, and that is what we have been hammering for the past 5 episodes. And this is telling us that when it comes to the mode of worship, the faith, Islam explains everything as regards that. And that is not the only thing that can make us a good Muslim or a better Muslim. So what can make us a perfect Muslim is also entrenched in our conduct. And that is why we want to center this episode on Husn al-Khulq, that is good conduct, so that none of us we have a misconception. There's only Aqidah, that is the correct creed, or what should be the faith that we should uphold. That's the only thing that Islam discusses. No. So in the aspect of faith, Islam explains everything to letter. And the aspect of what should be the mode of worship, that is ibadah, how do we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in such a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept that mode of worship from us as a perfect act of righteousness. Islam explains everything as regards this. And likewise, when it comes to morals, when it comes to character, when it comes to conduct, Islam doesn't keep silent except that he elucidates everything as regards what should be the expected conduct of a Muslim. And that is why every one of us, we should know that our Islam will never be perfect except we add good conduct, exemplary dispositions, good dealings with the way we worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As we are worshiping Allah, we are observing salah, we are giving alms, we are paying zakah, we go to Hajj, we do Umrah, we do a lot of acts of righteousness. That does not mean that that is where our Islam ends. Islam also talks about good conduct. And with this good conduct, that is when you can become a perfect Muslim in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was reported to have said that إِنَّ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى الجَّمِيلِ يُحِبُّ الْجَمَالِ وَيُحِبُّ مَعَالِ الْأَخْلَاقِ وَيَكْرَعُ سَفَاسِفُهَا. That definitely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is awesome. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is nice looking. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beautiful. Yuhibbul Jamal. He loves beautification. He loves beauty. Wa yuhibbu ma'al al-aqlaq. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also likes ma'al al-aqlaq. That is excellent characters, good morals, good conduct. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves it so much. Allah likes it, and وَيَكْرَأُ سَفَاسِفَا. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dislikes foolishness. Allah dislikes idiotic characters, animalistic exhibitions and tendencies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dislikes that. Ignorant behavior, ignorant days, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dislikes it. So if you look at this particular hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we see that one of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cherishes is good conduct from his servant. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not love a slave except such a slave is of good conduct, is of good characters. And this hadith, we have it reported by Tabarani. And for us to know the essence of this good conduct, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his supplications that Allah should bestow upon him good conduct, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should bless him with excellent characters. And that is why we have it in so many narrations from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where the Prophet sallallahu was reported to have said a lot of supplications, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide him towards excellent characters. One of the ahadith, the one related by Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, that the Prophet ﷺ used to say, Allahumma kama ahsanta khalqi fa ahsin khulqi, rawahu Ahmad. The Prophet ﷺ will say that, Allahumma, O Allah, kama ahsanta khalqi, as you have made me nice looking, as you have created me in such a way that I'm handsome. فَأَحْسِنْ خُلْقِي, then let my characters be good. Let my characters be excellent ones. So imagine, despite the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the best conduct. In Surah Al-Qalam, that is the 4th verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Wa innaka la'ala khulqin 'azim." That verily, you Prophet, you are of the best conduct. So imagine, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the best conduct. Despite that, the Prophet used to seek Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessing concerning good conduct and excellent characters. So how many of us have attempted for once to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with good characters? It's only because we don't know the essence of good conduct, the essence of good behavior. And that is why we don't normally ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with this good conduct. And it is uncalled for. If the Prophet ﷺ, whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described to be of good and excellent character, was still seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's guidance towards excellent conduct, then who are we compared to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And that is why it is also an act that every one of us must try as much as possible to emulate from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The entire the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was looking at the mirror during the course of dressing or combing his bed. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will ask Allah, Allahumma kama ahsanta khalqi fa ahsin khalqi. That, oh Allah, you have made me a handsome, you have made me handsome. The way you have beautified me, oh Allah, beautify my conduct. Let me be of excellent character. So this is telling us how important excellent character and good conduct is for someone to be a perfect Muslim in the account of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We even have it in another narration that the Prophet ﷺ used to seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from 4 things. The Prophet ﷺ used to say, Allahumma ihdini la ahsan al-aqlaq la yahdi la ahsani'a illa ant wasrifu anni sayyi'a la yasrifu anni sayyi'a illa ant. That, oh Allah, Allahumma ihdini la ahsan al-aqlaq. Oh Allah, guide me towards excellent conduct, towards good behavior. La yahdi li ahsaniya illa anta. No one can guide me to the best conduct except you. Wasrifu anni sayyi'a. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, guide me away from bad conduct. La yasrifu anni sayyi'a illa ant. No one can guide me away from bad behavior except you. So imagine, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught the Prophet the best of morals, and the Prophet ﷺ used to demonstrate best conduct with his Sahaba and others around him. Despite that, the Prophet ﷺ was still asking Allah to guide him towards excellent conduct. So that is one of the things that we should emulate from the Prophet ﷺ. We shouldn't be asking Allah to increase our wealth, to increase our provision alone. Our conduct is equally important. We should be asking Allah to guide us towards excellent character, because that is what we can make our Muslim, our being Muslims, to be a perfect one. We pray that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide every one of us towards good conduct and excellent characters. Inshallah, tomorrow we shall continue on the same topic by God's grace. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us aright, and may the school continue to grow higher and higher. My name is Rasheed Musa. Till tomorrow we shall be meeting again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ìyá Àlímà aṣáìrìn jìnnà lára búkẹ́ ọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ mo rìn gbẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí mo débi wọ́n gbé fodó òbúlẹ̀ jẹun. Qiblah schools ní ìwé àròtọ̀ tí mo gán ní ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sìn àti ìwà ọmọlúwàbí gbé wọn wò bí ẹ̀wù. Yàrá ìyáwé kàwé wọn ò lẹ́gbẹ́ bámúlókún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bí ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ wọn ò nírọ̀. Wo ọmọ kan kọ̀ǹpútà kan ni ọkọ̀ ń bẹ tí wọ́n fi ń káwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kákéwú kákàwé kákọ́ṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ni tiwọn. Ó jọ mí lójú o.
Ó pẹ́ tèmi ti mọ Qiblah schools bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n rí nursery school Qiblah l'Abdullahi mi lahùn sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni primary wọn ni Yusuf dàgbà sí. Kódà bọ́lọ́n bá yọ̀ǹda Qiblah high school lóyídàmọ́lágan lọ ohun ìṣeré ọmọdé kúnbẹ̀ fọ́fọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tìdárayá àwọn àgbàlagbà náà gbẹ̀yìn ẹ wo bí baba sọmọ làwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àtolùkọ́ wọn ṣe ń bẹ̀.
Qiblah preparatory àti Qiblah high school ló fẹ̀gbẹ́kẹ̀gbẹ́ lójú kan ní plot 2-5 Ìbàdàn South West multipurpose scheme Alẹ́ṣinlọ́yẹ́ Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 08053275253 àti 08033132027. Qiblah schools iwájú lójúgùn gbé.